Da, 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 da. Come on, let's finish this before I die of old age. 3 and an anorexia corpse. That should be all of them, thanks for the help. Reckon it won't take too long to deliver all the corpses to the shed, even so you may want to hurry back and tell them that our work here is done. Dokie. I see that you decided to heed my advice. I pray that in doing so you found some small measure of peace. The first carriage from Vesterby arrived not long ago, and we have begun preparing your comrades for burial. I had a hand in their initial rites, and I would like you to know that for many death came quickly. Rest assured that we will treat them with the utmost respect and do everything we can to shepherd them to Fal's realm. Oh God. Yeah. There is one thing I regret to inform you, though. We wish to intern your comrades on the church ground. The number of fallen Scions far exceed our estimates. After discussing matter with Father Illud, we have concluded that we have no choice but to bury the dead in the same plot as those who perished in the calamity. Please forgive us, we do not wish to dishonour the memory of the fallen, but as caretaker of the Lich Yard, these are the realities we must face. Temu, what befell your order as an unforgivable crime. If you would have these villains brought to justice, consider making a pilgrimage to the Mark of the Warden. Though I do not follow the teachings of Azima, it is said that to offer prayer before her mark is to invoke her divine judgment. Regardless of your faith, perhaps it would be worth the effort. Okie dokie. Take on for us. And yep. Actually, I'm surprised I've not got this chocobucky. Nearly made a very foolish mistake. And where is this mark? And up we go. Where am I going? I'm getting really lost and don't even know where I'm heading. Further down. Do. Acknowledge your hunter. You won't attack me because that would be foolish of you. As you kneel before the mark of the Warden, in a moment of quiet solitude, you breathe deep of the dry desert air. The roar of the rushing water is punctuated by the faint chirpings of falcon and the shrill cries of a hawk. The gods, however, remain silent. Okie dokie, let's go backy. And mount back up. Don't call lazy demon. You have honored the dead with your pilgrimage. Temu, even if Yesman did not hear your prayers, I believe that they provided comfort to your fallen brethren. Remember that although the body is but a vessel that must one day be surrendered to the life stream, our souls shall endure and the righteous shall find solace in Fal's realm. Although we can perform rites for most of the Scions, there is one whom we cannot accept. We would like you to return this one to her people, the Sylphs of Little Solace. It is only proper that she be given into the care of her friends and family, so that they may mourn her in accordance with the Sylphic traditions. Okie dokie, where we going? We're going here, we're going there, we're going that. This one is surprised to see Walking One in Little Solace. How can these ones assist Walking One? I'm kind of doing gas Noraxia, but this one does not understand. He took a kicking. Cumuxia, this one has heard much wailing. This one would know what has caused such distress. Terrible news, other one. Awful news. Walking One has returned to Little Solace, but why? These ones have not requested further aid. Araxia, how did this happen? Explain everything to me, to this one, at once. They're booted. So not only Noraxia, but many of Walking One's friends were lost as well. Sob Noraxia. Noraxia went to Fanaline at the behest of this one. Walking One was with Noraxia at the end. Tell this one that Noraxia was brave. Tell this one that Noraxia did not suffer. This one is glad to hear Walking One's words. Thank you for bringing Noraxia home, Walking One. These ones also wish to thank Praying Ones. Tell Praying Ones these ones will remember this kindness. This one demands vengeance. Imperial Ones must pay. Imperial Ones must suffer. When the time comes for Walking Ones to face Imperial Ones, do not forget these ones. These ones would not have Noraxia's death be found out. These ones will fight. And done my mount. And I'm mounting up and let's go. It's no good. Need to figure out how's the balloon. Please tell me something good. We thank you for your service to the church and to the Sills. You may be pleased to know that in your absence we interred the remaining science in the lynch yard. Perhaps you still wish to do more for your friends. If so, I would remind you that you have already done so much on their behalf. Please take a rest and set aside your burdens for now, Temu. But I want to do more. And yo, we got jobs to do. Backwards. I'm not imagining it, Temu. I know I'm being watched. No, no, not the girl. I know about her. No, this is different. Sinister. It is as if I am under observation. The feeling comes and goes, but I felt it when last I ventured outside. Yes, I know I felt it. Will you look outside for me, please? It will only take a moment. Okie dokie. Do, 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 do. And he's gone. You were attacked, weren't you? Are you unharmed? Thank the gods. I knew it. He was watching me, but why was he watching me? What did he want with me? Did he perhaps know something of my past? If only I could have asked him. I need to think. Please allow me a moment alone. Wait, Father Lud must hear of this. Will you tell him for me? It's important. I think others may come for me again. Heavens forfend that such a thing should happen on holy ground. Do you have any idea who this man was? Did you notice anything distinctive about his garb or possessions? This is a Gallian steel, which makes this the man who was watching Marquez was. Make haste to Camp Drybone at once. We must summon the immortal flames before more Imperials come.
I fondly hoped that I might be the first to speak with you. Would that I had been so fortunate. At ease, adventurer. I come not on behalf of the Empire. On the contrary, I mean to revive the scions of the Seventh Dawn. And to that end, I have come in search of a legend. The greatest engineer of our time, Master Sid Garland. I have come for you.
I fear you are mistaken, child. He is but a poor soul who bore witness to the horrors at Cartano. I beg of you, leave us in peace.
Wait, Hear me, Sid. Eorzea needs you.
Sid, was it? Here. These belong to you. I thought you bore the mark of greatness. It seems that I was right. Our time together was all too brief, but it felt as though my son had returned to me. You have brought joy to an old man's life. But it is time for you to help those who truly need you.
Who are you?
Alphino Leveilleur, at your service. As a scion of the Seventh Dawn, I stand against our primal and imperial foes, as my grandfather once did. 'Tis no secret what befell our order at the Waking Sands. Word has already spread across Eorzea. The repercussions are far greater than you realize. In the wake of the calamity, the three city-states focused their efforts solely on reconstruction. Leaving the Scions to combat the primal threat unaided. And lo, we are all but destroyed. Yet even as the nations mourn our demise and abandon what little hope they have left, we cannot forsake our duty, now least of all. The Ixal have summoned Garuda once more, and she torments the people of Kurthus as we speak. Her appetite for destruction far exceeds that of other primals. Worse, in her present incarnation, our Baldessian colleagues believe she surpasses both Ifrit and Titan in strength. Yet, therein lies an opportunity. Were we somehow to defeat Garuda, it would serve as a warning to the other beast tribes that even their mightiest gods can be felled. If we are to face our foe, we must first circumvent the tempest that shields her sanctuary. And for that, we need an airship. Your airship, Sid.
I have an airship?
Yes, Sid, you do. Your very own airship. It was last seen in the skies over Gridania, not long before the calamity. So let us begin our search there.
An airship? My airship? Oh, wait.
Come, let us put an end to the primals. Together, we will show the world that the Scions are still a force to be reckoned with.
They need my airship. They need me.
Okie dokie, let's start. What a curious twist of fate. That Master Sid Gallon would at last be found within our church. It defies imagination. Beg your pardon, Temu. You wish to find his airship, yes? I know not how much truth there is to it, but there is a tale known as the final flight of the Enterprise, which grew popular in the wake of the Calamity, much like the Great Gobu Wall of Uldar. It states that the Enterprise flew northwest from Gridania towards Corfus. If true, the airship would have passed through the North Shroud, likely over Foreground Flood, the closest settlement to Corfus. Mayhap the Serpent stations there have records of the event that transpired that day. I had hoped you might rest from your journeys for a time, but I see that the world still has need of you and the Scions. Pray look after yourself and Sid, Temu. Foreground Flood, yeah, yes. Is it aught I can assist you with, miss? The Enterprise, you speak of Master Garland's ship, yes? I needn't refer to the records. I know that the airship was sighted overhead 5 years ago, clearly bound for Corfus. What became of it after that I cannot say. If you wish to know more, pray speak with Fortifrude at Floratel's Spire. He was on duty that day and saw it with his own eyes. I am unsure what it is you hope to accomplish, sir. Even should you locate the ship, would you need not a man of Master Garland's caliber to fly it? I hear tell that the machinery is fiendishly complex. Yeah, we might do, but we need to first find you. We'll go this way. You do not want to attack me. Actually, you don't want to attack me. You have come in search of Fortifrude? Then well met, for you have found him. Indeed, I have served as the whaler for many years, since before the great snows came to Corfus. What exactly is this about? Ah, the final flight of the Enterprise. I do indeed remember that day. Except 'twas on the eve of Battle of Cartino, nigh on 5 years ago. I held the Spire alone that night while the bulk of our forces marched to meet the enemy in the field. Then all of a sudden, the most fantastic airship I'd ever seen split the skies overhead. I could only watch in shock as it disappeared over the mountains to the northwest. If the Enterprise wasn't destroyed during the Calamity, I'd wagered it would be still somewhere in Corfus. The astrologians at the observatorium may have records which could help, but to obtain them, you would need to deal with the Ishgardians who control the region. I wouldn't expect much, though. The high houses have long been concerned with their own affairs above all else. When Dalamud descended, they took shelter behind their gates, and even now they have little regard for the plights of other nations. Nevertheless, they may deign to assist you. Should you prove yourself useful, consider providing your services to the soldiers who guard the observatory. Though they may refuse you at first, I've little doubt they would accept aid freely offered. Okie dokie, let's go this way. This way? Yeah, that way, this way. A Highland Gobble. We got some killing to do on this snowy plain. Need 5 of them killed. Do Vox. Okay, let's talk to you. Excuse me, can you repeat that? You wish to offer your services to House during day? And you what? Pray tell, do you wish to receive in exchange? Ah, how absurd, as if we would permit an outsider to peruse the records of the observatorium. Do not mistake our courtesy for friendliness. The holy see of Ishgard may allow foreigners to travel freely within these lands, but we do not intend to offer succor to strangers. Yeah, these people are very aggressive. Hello, have mercy, are you still here? You may take shelter within our walls if you insist, but do not distract me while I am on duty. We are stretched thin as it is. And where in the hells is that knight I sent out on patrol? He should have returned ages ago. Perhaps I have a use for you, after all. If you still wish to aid us, search the walls to the west for my missing man. You will know him by his uniform, that of House Durandare, as is mine. Yeah, I think he's brown bread. Heart of Fear. That'll be an unlock of some sort. And there'll be another killing that. Yo. And you're dead. And another hooded assault is dead. And let's start aiding him. If it wasn't for you, miss, I reckon they would have finished me off. Despicable dragon-loving bastards spit. Death was a mercy they didn't deserve. I pray the rumours were mistaken, but this confirms the worst. I must immediately inform my superiors that the heretics are operating within these regions. Fare thee well, friend. Level indeed, 36. I'm currently level 42. I'm kind of way beyond the. One more to kill and then I'll have me. Level you. 36. I'm like yeah, I'm like quite a bit in front of you. I'm like, damn. I must say I didn't expect. I didn't actually expect you to find my knight, much less rescue him. I see I may have been premature in my judgment, miss. We are a proud people, beholden to tradition, but that does not mean we are without humility. I shall instruct the astrologians to entertain your request. However, understand that it is ultimately their decision whether or not you may peruse their records. Pray proceed to the observatorium and introduce yourself to Mel. There. It's up. That way and in. And up and you. Edmel. The lady come in search of the airship. This is highly unorthodox. Whatever could Sir Ludivox be thinking? It is true that we maintain miraculous records which stretch back generations. However, because this information is used to chart Ravanian activity, access is strictly controlled. One can never be too careful with heretics and their sympathizers lurking about. If you would persist with your inquiries, pray seek an audience with Chief Astrologian Thrallmort up above. I will do so, I swear now. You. No, absolutely not. Have you any inkling what it is you ask? Were our records to fall into the wrong hands, it could change the course of a war, which has raged for generations. I speak not of some mere spat between sovereign nations. Ours is a holy crusade, and we are the arbiters of Haloon's will. I will not put our great nation at risk, certainly not to help a foreigner locate a missing airship of all things. Pardon the intrusion, Thrallmort. I wish to speak with you regarding a recent... I did not realize you had a guess. Inquisitor Gulami, you honor us with your presence, sir. The lady was just leaving. Ah, you must be the one who rescued House Durinder's knight from those heretics. Doubtless they feel indebted to you. I am told you seek an airship last seen in Corford 5 years ago, yes? You come to us at an inconvenient time, I fear. Much has changed in the intervening years, and little for the better. While I wish you the best of luck in your search, I would also strongly advise caution. The snows can come quickly in Corford. One moment you may feel as though you have a firm grasp on your surroundings, safe and secure in your knowledge, and the next you may find yourself in a wholly unfamiliar situation, blind to the dangers hidden by the blizzard. It would be wise for you to focus on a single landmark whilst travelling. Do not give in to temptation to deviate from your course. I was not aware you aided House Durinder in that fashion. Thank you, madam. Nevertheless, my decision stands. I cannot give you what you seek. Yeah. You. Oi. And I get a necklace with 3 strings. Two. Except... You there, madam. I could not help but overhear your conversation with the chief astrologian. There may be a way I can assist you, but it would require that you perform for me a favour in exchange. An associate of mine has yet to return from his expedition to the cliffs east of the observatorium. He was adamant that he could conduct his observations alone. Despite the presence of Ixals in that vicinity, if you would seek out this astrologian and confirm that he is well, it would be a great comfort to me. Okay, let's see. And Geronimo. And where we're going? We're going this way. We're going down and that way. And that's that one done. Yeah, you're not that stupid to pick on a fail with it. Let's offer this person aid. What a relief to see someone who other than a goddamn spademan. I thought I could finish my work whilst the Ixals were away, but they returned far quicker than I anticipated. It was all I could do to hide and hope they might leave again before I thrust to... Wait, who are you? You are not one of our knights. A man of house doing there cannot be seen in the company of an unbeliever. Good day, madam. You're a very, nice person. No, no, we're going this way. Speak with Josiah. And up here. Josiah, right, let's see. The arrogant fool returned not long before you arrived, muttering about the disgrace of having been rescued by an unbeliever. Serves him right for underestimating the dangers of our knights face every day. But you are eager to locate your airship. It may surprise you that by saving him, you have already aided your own cause. House Durindare is quick to regard outsiders with suspicion, as it is their duty to sound the alarm at the first sign of Dravanian aggression. Yet you have already aided them twice, for which they are honoured bound to repay you. Even so, they will not grant you access to the observatorium records. That is just as well, for there are other ways you might locate your missing airship. What I propose you is that you petition Lord Portelaine for an official introduction to the other high houses. The word of House Durandare carries tremendous weight in Ishgard. Should the captains consent, you would have little trouble obtaining information from the other high houses. And bombed away. Hey, get around there. Get in there. In you go. You caused quite a stir in your short time here. First you slayed 2 heretics and saved a knight, and now I hear you have rescued a man of our house. I imagine you must desire something for your troubles. An introduction to the other houses. I cannot deny that you have given us no cause to distrust you, but while you have performed 2 acts, you would have me endorse you to 3 high houses. It is only fitting that you aid us in one final time. Wouldn't you agree? Yeah, maybe. There you go. And I mean a fool, because I isn't. Right, let's see. Accept. No, no, I understand you are very eager to find your missing airship. Worry not, for this task should take a moment of your skills, but a moment to complete. Not long ago, a porter bound for the Skyfire Locks was ambushed on the road due west on here. Though he escaped with his life, he would very much like his wares as well. On the off chance any portions of his shipment remains, I would have you travel to the scene of the robbery and bring back what you found. This you intend to perform any cursory search, bear in mind that recovering the stolen merchandise will endear you to House Halinate, further improving the chances that they indulge your request for aid. Well, I am getting you as a better gear on him. I've heard much of your doings, and I think you the woman for this task. To the west of is Datamale Darkhold. 'Twas meant to serve as the new keep of Lord Datamale, ever a friend to House Durandare. But before the masons and carpenters could complete the work, within the caves a horde of void scent appeared and drove them out. In the years since, the creatures have consolidated their presence. As such, we officially petition your assistance in reclaiming the Darkhold. All arrangements have been made. You may need only give your assent. Speak with Sir Ophelia at the ingress if you are with us, and she will tell you what you need to know. Thank you very much. And it's that way. It's kind of where I need to be anyway. Could still do with getting the Camp Dragon Head thing in. Well, let's get this one. Yo. Right, then, let's go up north and get this Camp Days and Mail. Let's get some ammo with it as well, so I might as well pick it up now and get some gear that I can use. Oh, Ophelia, not you, yeah, Ophelia. Welcome to Datamale Darkhold, built to withstand all Dravanian ploys and plans. These were natural craves behind me until House Datamale began to enlarge, connect, and fashion them into a stronghold. Alas, alack, the void end struck, interrupting the work. Alas, then in the confusion, Galleons infiltrated the keep. Alack, all in all, 'twas a fine mess. The Galleons were eventually forced into retreat, of course, but the Voidsend remained, and so the fortress goes uncompleted, a home for abominations. Woe is us. Yet the war with the dragons rages, and we have no nights to spare for this noble mission. Even I am here strictly on a very long tea time arranged by Sir Corey Lount. Please cede to these abominations, Madam Adventurer. Madam, I have much prowess with the paperwork, should you require aid of that sort. The woolen tunic. I'm doing that again. I'm like, going to forget. I can't use that yet because it's level 3 and I'm like 2. Don't think I can do that dungeon either, can I? No, it's level 44, but the dungeons in between there. You got a face I can scare kids. And we're gonna go back to the first the observation here and of ethereal and Australian phenomena. What a long name for a place. Hey yo. Have you good tidings to share, or better yet, stolen merchandise to share? 1, 2, and 3. God's bless you, friend. It's all here, every last. But wait, that chest over there looks like it might have been pillaged. Bloody hells, that's the personal property of Lord Francel, too. Are you certain? Certainly an attempt was made to open it, but the lock appears to have held. Nevertheless, if you wish to verify the contents against your shipping manifest, be my guest. Fury, take me a draconian rosary in the possession of Lord Francel. Yet perhaps this is not so difficult to fathom. Howl's Holinati is whispered to be infested with heretics. Thank you for bringing this matter to my attention, miss. I shall inform the Inquisitors immediately. Under these circumstances, I must strongly advise against associating with House Holinati. Your other introductions will need to be postponed as well. It is the duty of every Iscadian to root out and destroy heretics. All else must wait until these matters is resolved. Come closer, lass, and listen well. This is for your ears only. Lord Francel is no heretic. He is godly, righteous man, wholly dedicated to the cause. I know this because I served House Holinati for years prior to the calamity. You must go to Skyfire Log and warn him of the coming storm. The Inquisitors are ruthless and will spare him no mercy. Speak to him of an Elden wise and he will know you for a friend. Now go! Okie dokie, let's go see what we got to do. We've got to go. Actually, we can go through here, go around that way. I could really do bird's eye view in that, but I'm gonna try and get some until I get to the news. Then I'll do bird's eye quest. Need to stop yawning. Okay, yo. Yes, you look as though you have something to say, do you? Is that an Elden Wise in your pocket, or are you just happy to meet me? I see, Sir Carrie Lords has not forgotten my mother's favourite flower. A pity it was not been seen in Corford since the calamity. You may speak freely here, friend. That's absurd. I would sooner die than become a thrall of the dragons. Alas, it matters little what I say at this point. Although the draconian rosary was not found in my possession, it will still be considered by many to be proof of my heresy. I must do my utmost to prove my innocence to the Inquisitors, and for if they harbour even the slightest doubt, this will only add weight to the incessant accusations our house has suffered of late. It's as though the gods themselves are plotting our fall. You risk much by coming here. It is only proper that I recompense you for this deed. Tell me what you desire, and I shall do my best to provide. A missing airship, I see. If it may require prolonged effort to locate your quarry, I shall direct you to one in better position to assist you. Lord Housenfront of House Fortemps commands the garrison at Camp Dragonhead. Present to him this letter of introduction, and he will surely be receptive to your needs. Well, let's go to there then. The house. Ah, feral croc. If I don't. What's Bellamap actually? I've not actually gone to pick up Fortis. I am his Peon. Deals unsuspected damage with potency of 100. Grants army Peon to party members within 30 yards, increasing their direct hit rate by 3%. 20% chance to grant repertoire. When damage over time is dealt by venomous bite or wind bite. Reducing weapons skill cast time and recast time spells by cast time and auto attack delayed by 4% can be stacked up to 4. This action does not share a recast time with any other actions. Yeah. I'll go kill you though. That's 2. The unmistakable swagger of a well-travelled adventurer. If you are come to pay your respects, but be at ease, friend. I am not one to stand on formality. Truth be told, I would gladly welcome many and more brave souls like yourself, but enough chatter, pray tell me why you have come. If there is any injustice in the world, these charges will receive no serious consideration. It is a matter inconceivable. Ah, yes, the letter made mention of a pressing matter for which you require assistance. What might that be? So this enterprise you speak of was last seen above Corfus before the calamity 5 years ago. I fear it may prove difficult to find any eyewitnesses to these events, for while Ishgard did not participate in the Battle of Catino, we were embroiled in our own internal conflicts at the time. Nevertheless, I will make inquiries on your behalf and share with you my findings in the future. In the meantime, please enjoy the hospitalities of Camp Dragonhead. I will see that you are afforded every courtesy as a guest of House Fortemps. Complete. Look at me hair. Yeah, that will know called. It may take some time before I receive any information regarding your missing airship. While you wait, mayhap you might indulge me a small favour. It is obvious to me that you know more of the ways of war. I ask that you share that knowledge with our knights, so that they might be better prepared when next the Dravanian horde strikes. One of my veteran knights is presently conducting a training session just beyond our western gate. Pray seek him out and introduce yourself. He will explain how you can help. And I'm